Hi, I'm Barton, and today I want to play with the idea of what it means to have an awake and alert spirit. So, in many traditions, there is this correlation between the perception of an alert spirit and one's posture and physical being. This is particularly true in contemplative practice. Yet, when those of us who do not manifest our embodiment in a typical manner, there still needs to be a way in which we can cultivate this awakeness and alertness of spirit that can then be used to deepen and awaken us to the source of all things. And I think some of you, we sit down to practice in a workshop, I will often invite you to find a position that invites an awakening of those spirits. So what does this really mean? On the physical and emotional level, what we are aiming for is a relatively comfortable position where our minds can be alert to experience, where our bodies are hopefully calm enough. He says laughing. I mean, look at this body. The body is calm enough where we can observe and note minor fluctuations in our physical experience. This is the base level. This is the level that from which we begin to observe the constant and more importantly, the contour of what is coming within the field of perception that we understand to be ourselves. In a physical sense, is hopefully a position where we are not apt to automatically fall asleep or lose um what many would call waking consciousness. And I hesitate there because there is a deeper level to having an awareness and a sense of awakening of spirit as our practice deepens. We come to realize that the identification with what we perceive as self shift from the content of this body mind. First to the contours and the movements of the body mind is dependent of the content. And even beyond this, we come to see that we are the space within which the perception of body, mind, and self arises. And when we begin to tap this level, we begin to notice that having an awake spirit take on or begins to take on a completely different meaning. A meaning where the space of the space itself that is behind everything is vibrant and awake and alive. And here, there is nothing other than awakeness. You can observe all content, even if the perceived or even if the mind being perceived is dull, tired, or even passed out asleep. There is still wakefulness present, and that wakefulness is able to perceive that which is being experienced. It's really cool because from here we are not limited to identification with who we thought we were. In fact, we are not necessarily identified with a particular time or space on this is the beginning, or maybe not the beginning. This is a level of awareness where the perception of oneness, cohesion, unity, and wholeness begins to stabilize, and it's up to us to begin to recognize this and hold this regardless of what the physical, mental, and emotional expression are doing. Dare I say this? Yeah, I do. there's actually a step beyond this, which I've only begun to glimpse, where that space itself, that awareness that pervades all, actually seems to vanish, and with that vanishing, it takes all of time, space, and creation with it until the next emergence. More on that later as I go deeper into it myself. But for now, this idea of an awake the spirit that is unbounded is a joy. It's a freedom in and of itself. Joy that that invites us beyond this three-dimensional space that is our body and perceivable mind. While walking through this story of the awake spirit is what many call the merging of self and world, internal and external, unity, oneness, and I make up that it is a significant step in one's awakening and evolution for me. Be able to care also has beckoned me even further along the path. It awakened, or at least it had to me, it awakened an urge, a drive to discover what even was beyond, deeper, more fundamental than this undifferentiated wholeness. So, come think, let's find out what else there is, or perhaps what else there is not, together.